United Kingdom and in Sri Lanka tried their level best to enroll me the Rotary movement, the Lions movement, and to Kiwanis. I resisted all that for 50 years. But in my opinion, I have been doing service to humanity. But when Irwin mentioned this to me, and having been to Grantham and seen you, all of you, I decided this is something that I will want to accept the honorary membership, not for me, but on behalf of 179 people. And I accept that very humbly as a privilege and pleasure. Thank you very sincerely for honoring me this membership, which I will treasure till I die. Having said all that, let me speak a few words about what you have achieved. One of the hallmarks of this project, Hampton Village, Sri Lanka, has been honesty, integrity, and truth. In my wildest dream, did I imagine 5 years ago that I'll be able to raise 450,000 pounds. But you have achieved that. Every penny has been counted for by 2 firms of auditors, one in Sri Lanka and one in England. And according to the auditors' reports, which I'm going to leave with our secretary, Mr. Irwin Metcalf, for you to have a look at as well at leisure, 94% of the funds donated to Hampton Village, Sri Lanka has been directly utilized to the project, and 6% only has been utilized for indirect expenses like auditors' fees, legal fees, etc., which is, in my opinion, a unique achievement for the Rotary Club of Grantham as well. Having said that, I'm also publishing all the funds donated by each and every individual, which I'm going to send a copy of that to Mr. Irwin Metcalf as well during the course of next month. The village has been constructed. It's been considered as one of the as the model village in Sri Lanka now, and I have been requested to advise the government of Sri Lanka how to set up other villages similar to the Hampton Village, Sri Lanka. The success of this village has been I utilize my skills that I learned from England. Nobody will be allowed, it's not being allowed at the moment, to have a free hand. It's accountable every day. And a management committee is managing that for me, and I get a report every week. So the village has been constructed, and that is the first success story. The second success story, which the Rotary Club of Grantham played a vital part as well, is in the educational side. We decided to educate all the children in the village. Having said that, let me give you an example. 4 years ago, I selected a family to come into Hampton Village. There were 3 children in this village, in this family. The eldest boy, 18 years of age, had got through a GC advanced level and had applied to be a clerical assistant in the local electricity board. Having seen the results, I said, do not worry. I know you do not have funds to go for higher education, but Hampton Village, Sri Lanka Educational Fund will sponsor. That boy entered the University College in Colombo, and this year, with great pleasure and pride that I'd say, this boy got through obtained first class honors degree in computer science. Having completed that, the day after the results came, he was recruited by a telecom giant in Sri Lanka called Dialog for 65,000 rupees a month, which is a very high salary in Sri Lanka. He was not allowed to be there for 2 months. The New Zealand government has now given him a scholarship to do his MSc and promised to sponsor for the PhD as well. So that's a success story that we all can share. There are a number of other students who are in the village who are now trying to enter medical college. So the educational scheme is going very well. In addition to that, we have a scheme of helping the older people in the village by conducting adult educational training program. And one success story is that nearly 40% of the villagers now can speak English. Neville, when you go next time, Australia will be speaking to you in English. So that's another success story. And my wife looks after the ladies' educational training program. In addition to that, we have a scheme where the young children of the village, the Children's Association, they are being groomed to be good citizens. They take charge of the village for one day. They cook 300 meals on the 10th of May, feed the parents and show their respect to the parents in the normal traditional way in Sri Lanka, which you will see in the video later on. Having said all that, I set up another 3 objectives. One was to help in a neighboring village where the children go to school without a breakfast. They cannot afford it. That has been action. I have taken steps to bring, after the war, 30 children every month to the village to create a multi-ethnic society where the Tamil children come down to the village and play with the children of the village, the Sinhalese and Tamil, working together. So that's a major step. The only area that I have not been able to be successful is in inviting school children from England to visit the village. That was one of my primary objectives, which we constructed 6 houses, of which 4 houses have been specially designated for school children from England to visit. Those houses have been utilized on few occasions by the school children from Sri Lanka, but not from England. I wanted to give something back to the country that I have lived for 51 years. I hope today we will set the scene to achieve that objective as well. Well, I think it's a success story as far as Hampton Village, Sri Lanka is concerned. I'm going to leave all the details of the village once again with Mr. Erwin Metcalf about the success story and the construction side. Another document that I'm leaving is with regard to the accountant's auditor's report. And as far as the children's education side is concerned, I've been able to deposit £38,000 in a fixed deposit, earning 4% interest every year. But my aim is to double that within the next 2 years. So I'm working very hard on that particular scope to achieve that as well. There's a photograph of the child whom I mentioned about receiving the graduation from the Vice Chancellor. This is a dream come true for this child. If not for Rotary Club of Grantham, where you sponsored this child in the first year, this child would be a clerical assistant somewhere. That's the details about the £38,000. And the accounts are also, I'm going to leave with Erwin, whenever time permits to please have a look at it. In addition to that, my work now is devoted to other areas as well. Last year, on the 8th of December, I went to Sri Lanka. I've been flying up and down, spending 3 months in Sri Lanka, 3 months in England, thanks to British Airways. Because I've been a retired employee of British Airways and I fly for nothing. Otherwise, Hampton Village would not have been a reality. So